sweet souls. How are you? It's your forest fairy here. Nice to see you again. Well, it's Sunday. And on my spiritual Sundays, I still, even throughout the summer, like we've really cut down. We've done a week now of pick-a-cards. And it has really cut down on editing that it's almost like we miss editing. So we decided we're going to keep AI, but instead of AI Fridays, it's going to be a free-for-all. So AI is going to be uploaded on Saturdays, and then our 2 reads on Sundays with the Grace Consciousness read and the Angelic Whispers. So we're gonna continue to do that throughout the summer, and then pick up with the 12 zodiac signs when the kids go back to school in the fall. I'm loving the pick-a-cards. I do have to say that. I am absolutely loving the pick-a-cards. So, but it's nice to get back to a regular 10-card spread and get the whole table back, and you know, I've missed this as well. So first card out, shine your light. Shine your light, sweet souls. Archangel Uriel, shine your light. Thank you, Uriel, for helping me to share my light with the world. Don't dim it. And in order to share that light, really, you have to open up your heart. So the energy that crosses, and it's a help or hindrance, and what might be hindering you from shining your light is in fact that your heart is not open. So let's see what the higher self says. Honor your feelings. And again, when it comes to heart work, when it comes to it is emotional. When your heart is closed, and I know because my heart was closed for a very long time after being hurt. It's difficult to open up your heart because that means that you trust. You have to really trust yourself first. When I was deceived and betrayed and left, really abandoned, my heart closed right up. But I had to heal. And then through that healing, through that a lot of deep hermit card type of energy, going deep within, really realizing that I put all my eggs in one man's basket, rather than really realizing that I was the one who held the basket and gave it away. Instead of, oh, he did this, I then said, how did I create that, right? With that realization of how did I create that? Why did I go through that lesson? Was it for my own independence? Did I have to learn that I am sovereign, that I am the one that creates this world? Why did I create that? Why did I create that for my children? What were these lessons? What lessons did I take? Thanking him for teaching me these lessons, because it gave me a stronger sense of self, of strength, of resilience, of resourcefulness. Then my heart started opening. Then my heart started healing. And with the healing, then opening it up to the reality, the world that I live in now, which I realize I create. I kind of did before as well, but I didn't realize that, or didn't take responsibility. So taking responsibility, honoring your feelings. This Haniel, Archangel Haniel, thank you for supporting me as I honor my emotions, as I go through it, let them flow through me, and learning from them. Emotions is what really is the fuel for your manifestations. They first starts in the thought, what you think about, you bring about, they say, right? So first starts in your thought, but it doesn't really come about until you really feel that you already have. So as an example, I wanted to live in the woods. Well, I have the 100-acre woods, but there was a day there that I'm okay in the city. I don't want to be out in the woods. I like my neighbors, and all of the reasons why the city was right for me, it was right for me right then. Then when I moved out here, I was very afraid, because I'm not really close to anyone or anything. And so what if something happens? Well, then I stopped thinking that and started really appreciating the nature of the 100-acre woods, of why I wanted to be out here in the first place. So then when my tower came down and I'm not married anymore and I'm here by myself, that's when I thought the woods were here to help me through what was, I guess, destined for me and the kids to go through. And that is that we create, the realization that we create our own world. So if you are constantly fearing something, that's what's going to come about. Now, trust your vibes. This is a lot about trusting your feelings, honoring them and trusting them, opening up your heart, sharing your light. When you trust your vibrations, when you trust that there are outside vibrations that are trying to penetrate, infiltrate your thoughts, your visions, your idea of what this world is really about. Spiritual abundance in the past. Honor your beauty, the beauty of who you truly are, of your essence, of your values, your morals and values, really. What makes you beautiful? For me, kindness, understanding, compassion. I've always been this way. I've always been quiet, don't really say much. And now I'm speaking here on this channel of living this life, of being a manifester, of whether I realized it or not, I was always manifesting. Always. Whether good or bad things happened, I was always manifesting. Always reading the rooms when I get around a lot of people, reading energies. I'm going to talk to this person. I'm not going to talk to that one. They're going to come to me. We all do it. We're all capable of doing it. But some of us have a real practical application. How you see yourself. Look at that. The synchronicity. Thank you. Angels, I trust, again, trust your well-timed guidance and signs. How the angels see you. Oh my goodness, they see you as an earth angel. Thank you, angels, for inspiring me to be more like you. We are all sparks of God. We are all souls here. We've decided, have made the contracts to be here. This is a hard, heavy, dualistic world to be in. Or so they say. I don't know. Hope and or fear is study and learning. The more you know, they say knowledge is power. Well, the more knowledge you have of yourself, of your inner beauty, of your emotions, of your vibrations, of your own light. This is what you're studying. It's almost like you are studying yourself, your soul, your metaphysical powers, your manifestation powers, your 3D world versus 5D versus whatever. Study. And miracles of prayer. Yes. Sendophon. Archangel, he's very powerful. He looks very powerful to me. I see a lot of green today on the table. Thank you, Sendophon, for delivering my prayers to heaven. And it starts with thoughts, doesn't it? That which you might not see, sweet souls, is balance. Speaking of thoughts, speaking of, it's very much Justice card, Queen of Swords, Libra energy. And that is, thank you, angels, for bringing my life into balance. Let's go deeper. Oh, with the tarot, there was a stop there. And as I say balance, it brings me back to the synchronicity. It brings me back to the light and the dark. All right. Let's do one more. All right. So let's clarify, shine your light. And Archangel, what are the messages from Archangel Uriel? What is Uriel's message to us? And I just noticed that on his chest, it looks like the astrological sign, or glyph, I think it's called, for sun. So that's very interesting. The Hierophant. This is your spirituality, right beside a spiritual abundance. This is your spirituality. This is the teacher and student card. This is what you have learned, what you are learning. You then share with others so that they can come along with you into a different vibe, into a different frequency. And the Five of Cups. After, I'm going to put this here. No. They're saying this is right. After disappointment, After emotional disappointment, we're going to go up to honor your feelings. Honor the fact that you've been disappointed. Honor the fact that with these disappointments, it does enable you to either make one of two choices: to close your heart and protect it, or to open it, to leave it vulnerable. When you honor your feelings, all feelings, so let's, again, going back down to synchronicity, is positive and negative. Feelings are feelings, whether they're, let's say, categorized into positivity or negativity, they're all feelings that we experience. So with that experience, as the Five of Cups describes, and that is of disappointment, emotional disappointment. Someone's hurt your feelings. Someone has really disappointed you. You had maybe expectations or unrealistic expectations of them to be someone that they really weren't. That's also a responsibility that we have to take on. Did I project onto them? Did I have expectations of them that they're not capable of? Did I project my morals and my values onto them? These are questions that, when you shine your own light, it becomes with the confidence and bravery, as I see the glyph of the sun, that when you shine your light, it's with confidence and pride and a true authenticity of showing others your true beauty. Right here. So let's go up to honor your feelings. The wheel is turning. This could be also jumping off or exiting that karmic wheel. It reminds me of the oneness deck, and the Wheel of Fortune is a maze. And once you get out of the maze, are you going to turn around and get back into that, or are you going to walk out of the maze? I love that image of the maze, the wheel. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're just holding on for dear life, and you fall down and you're back up. I also see in this particular deck, the Stardust deck, the moon cycles, right? The new moon going into the full moon, and then back into the waning, the waxing. I'm just learning about moon cycles and how powerful they are. And then something came up on my feed about there being pyramids and structures on the dark side of the moon, which does not rotate like the Earth, so we never see it. But the astronauts and others that have gone there that have seen it. Is this real? I have no idea. But the idea that, or the I guess, I'm going to say the idea that other beings are on the moon, sort of either watching over us, controlling us, however you want to perceive that, that's kind of exciting and very sci-fi to me, very exciting, and then it just really, amps up my curiosity. So when you honor your feelings, there it is, that hurt. Absolutely, honor the hurt that you've gone through. Honor the disappointment. This is emotional hurt through thoughts, and this is feeling that emotional disappointment, whatever that means to you. So trust your vibes. And what vibes are you on? Are you still on? And again, I'm not saying that you can't be. Just as someone that has been through this, don't get stuck into repeating, because then you're going to manifest. I started seeing that I was then afraid of being abandoned, of being left. And then the gentleman that I dated afterwards all left. They ghosted, they left, and I thought, wait a second, I'm creating this reality. Because I've been hurt, they're hurting me. Okay, so am I calling this in? Is this a test? Have I really changed my frequency? And it took me a long time, but I'm telling you, sweet souls, it is possible with your thoughts. It is possible with a different, when I started sitting back and saying, no. Having 5 children on the date scene, when people tell you, oh, that's a hindrance, no one's going to date you because you have 5 children. I said, yeah, sure, if that's the story that I want to hold, but it wasn't. It isn't. I saw myself as best mom ever, still do. And with, growing and changing and teaching, again, with my spirituality changes, I bring my children along. So they were going to be here long after I'm gone, and their children. And so my wealth comes with my teachings, my wealth comes with my morals, my values, and then I pass on to my children. So why wouldn't a gentleman out there say, hey, there's a real one, right? This is changing your vibes, trusting in what you're doing, that through these hurts, through this disappointment, honoring those feelings, not sort of putting them under the carpet, but really feeling them. Will change, yes, and taking action to change those vibes, change the station. Yeah, we're doing it. We are doing it, going from knight to king. And again, going back to, the kings are the fixed signs. The kings of the tarot are the fixed. The queens are the cardinals. And of course, those fast knights are the mutables. So this is Sagittarius, this is Leo. And as I see the sun, I never noticed it on Uriel before, the glyph of the sun. This is the king of wands, of confidence, of leadership, of really expressing your own values. And you're trusting that your vibration, and that you can change the station at any time. You want to change your vibration, change the station, right? Just like a radio. Spiritual abundance. In the past, you might have felt like you were a hanged man, that you couldn't do anything or go anywhere. Yeah. All these worries, I'm going to switch these. The reason I think you're done with spiritual abundance, you realize that you are spiritually abundant on the inside, taking a look at things from a higher perspective with the hanged man. And really, this 3 of Swords, 9 of Swords, and 5 of Swords all go together as something that really does not express who you truly are, your beauty. It's happened for you, not to you. So, honoring your beauty. Oh, I got them upside down. Don't want that. 2 of Cups. Should I keep that upside down? I switched my deck around. Should I? I saw it upside down. And I'm reading this as the 2 of Cups in the upright is a loving connection. And when I see honor your beauty, this loving connection is with yourself. And have you disappointed yourself? Have others disappointed you so that you are not in love with yourself? Is that why it showed up upside down? Well, let's keep it for now. And the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is that take care queen. This is Capricorn energy. This is someone who takes care of herself, who sees her own inner beauty, who sees her value, sees her worth. And this is the minor to the major, which for me is the Empress card, is the major to this minor queen. This is falling in love with yourself first. Taking care of yourself. Taking care of your emotions, of opening up your heart, of really working with your vibrations to bring... It takes bravery to be who you truly are. It came up upside down, but I know editing is going to be like, Mom, we're going to keep it upright. I want to keep it upright. I'm going to. And now I see, because behind the dark cloak figure in the 5 of Cups is the 2. Okay, I see now, I see. How you see yourself, sweet souls. The 4 of Cups and the Devil. Yes, okay, so... And it's funny that it's on the light and the dark side. This boredom, this dissatisfaction, this rejection of love that's being handed to you, whether it be through another human, through your angels, through God, through your ancestors, the devil doesn't want you to see it. The devil wants you to focus in on those 3 spelt cups, wants you to keep thinking about the 3 of Swords, and again, this 5 of Cups focuses in on those 3 spilt cups, as so does the 4. And the devil wants you to feel that and see that and focus in on that, rather than honoring your emotions, your feelings, opening your heart, and seeing your own beauty. That's the program right there, the program of fear. But your angels see you really having victory over this negativity, having victory over the devil. And you're moving forward. In this Cancer season, the angels want you to see yourself as an earth angel, as someone who has chosen to be here, who's made that contract to be here on earth, to have victory over the negativity, to move forward with positivity, with self-love, with an open heart, with a different vibe. So studying and learning is your hope and your fear, yes. Studying and learning is your wish fulfillment, but also is bringing you a sense of emotional independence and a path that you must choose to take. Are you going to take the path of negativity and fear and doubt and shame and guilt of the devil? Or are you going to take that earth angel path of love, of acceptance, of honoring the feelings that are going to go through you, of really seeing your beauty both inside and out? That's for you to study and learn and decide of what path you're going to take. But when it's clarified by the Nine of Cups and the Two of Wands, that path, you know, and it's planning to take action, it's planning to move forward. And again, when I see the synchronicities, when I think of the Chariot card, again, this is very solaristic, I don't even think that's a word, but this is our solar system, right? And it's your light. Do you see how she's holding the world in the palm of her hands? Well, isn't that, in the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith deck, the Two of Wands is about? Absolutely. So the miracle of prayer, Archangel Sandalphon. This is the ending of an old cycle, right beside that Three of Swords, and a brand new passionate beginning with the Ace of Wands. Look at that. And the success, this is the same wand that this Leo card, this Leo energy of the Six of Wands, he holds that wand. The King of Wands holds that wand, the Knight. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And so with this last card out, this is the death process. It's no joke. It's a difficult process to go through. And to take that wand and to move forward with the Chariot, to have success. This is how the angels see us, as having success over the fear, over the doubt, over the mind control, over the devil, and moving forward into a different path through what we've learned, through the emotional independence and wish fulfillment that we are creating for ourselves, and balance. Thank you, angels, for bringing my life into balance, and that which you might not see is that your balance is going to bring you the happiness. And it's funny that this is the sun right here. Shine your light. That when you shine your light, this is what's going to bring balance into your world. That's beautiful. Let's get some angel numbers on this. That's funny that we started off with Archangel Uriel, and I never noticed. Now I'll always see it. Is that glyph of the sun, and the sun is the last card out. All right, let's see. 9, 5, 2, 3, 5, 2. Let's do 3, 5, 2 first. Let's get some angel numbers on this and wrap it up. 3, 5, 2. Input in your relationships will be worth the effort. You are doing the right thing. That's good to know. 9, 5, 2. In your relationships. Even the ones that have been disappointing. 9, 5, 2. You're being guided to face anything that is standing in your way. Because once you have done so, the magic you've been dreaming of will be revealed. Stay focused. That's the King of Wands. That's the bravery it takes to stand up to those that are standing in your way of your balance, of your happiness, of you moving forward, of you taking a different path with that wand, that passionate wand. Absolutely. I see 5. Let's just do 52. That's what I see, 52. Challenging conversations will take you to a place of certainty and understanding. Be open. Opening your heart. Being open to hearing the truth. Sometimes that's hard to do. 9, 6, 2. Let's do 9, 6, 2. Take time to consider all those you love and are connected with before setting any intentions for the future. You are being guided to become more aware of who and what is important, and that's by honoring your beauty right there. 469. Let's take a look at now. Any numbers that you see on my table, sweet souls, that I do not read aloud, those are personal messages for you. Get your book and take a look. If you do not have an Angel Numbers book, go to the description box below, click on the link, and grab yourself a book for all future reads. Last one, 469. You are in direct connection with an important aspect of what you have to learn, study, and learning. Be open to information rising up from within and honor it with that. Honor your beauty. That's what's rising up. Your light is rising up with your open heart. You're changing your frequency, and that's what I see for you, sweet souls. And I'm sure I'll see you again. Take care from your Force Fairy. Bye for now.